Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio.
The whole goal is to elevate peace of mind as I meditate. I cannot associate with hate, and I am not easily to break. Love with no limitations, become one with high vibrations. To prevail is my revelation. Let's have a peace celebration. From negativity we break free and master the art of harmony. Head to head, neck and neck, the universe is on the arm with me. Good energy, we gon' touch the sky to high frequency and a love and light. The time is now, so it's perfectly right to turn elevation to brand new heights.
Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio.
My mindset won't cry over time spent. I don't waste any time on people if they ain't past the vibe check. Vibrations on pilot, but I ain't touched the sky yet. So I keep trying to touch the souls. Only reason I ain't died yet. And when the Lord close my eyelids, I'll take a seat and I'll dine with. I know that I have a home in heaven. Don't believe, check the license. It's just me, I don't need attention. Good bros if I need a lesson. Go to sleep if I need a break. On my knees if I need a blessing. Ooh, ooh.
Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. 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 Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio.
Dynasty, dynasty, dynasty.
So that T down there, is that you?
Yeah, yeah.
You might want to remove that. At the bottom, it'll say leave with a red X. And that's so you don't get feedback. You'll automatically be gone, but it'll still be on your stuff. There you go. All right, everybody. Welcome to Twisted Radio. We're going to do something different from now on Wednesdays. This is Watering Wednesdays. And Watering Wednesdays is where this is my secret weapon, Tim Kranz. All those that don't know should know. Tim Kranz is a very important vessel to this movement in this family. And Tim Kranz mixes and masters most of my music and added the hook to a lot of my songs and whatnot. Tim Kranz, you want to tell everybody a little bit about you and what your background in music is and when you started, just so people can know who you are?
Sure. So, yeah, my name is Tim Kranz. I'm 42 years old. I live in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which is a small town, probably about 67 miles from Pittsburgh. But, yeah, I started off in music in middle school. I basically just got into like a musical theater type thing that some of the kids were doing and ended up doing it and finding out that I had a voice. And after that, I ended up going to a special high school where we were the California state champions for 3 of the 4 years I was there. It wasn't all because of me either. It was because amazing musicians and an amazing director, Mr. Dan Earl, who I'll say his name a million times. He's one of the greatest music lovers I've ever met. And yeah, so he really sparked that fire for me when it came to loving music. After I got out of high school, I wanted to go to New York, and I wanted to get on Broadway. I actually had been accepted to a school called American Musical and Dramatical Academy. I auditioned in San Francisco, and I was set to go to New York, but we didn't have barely any money in my family. We had literally, after I graduated, we left. I was homeless for part of my senior year, or actually all of my senior year and part of my junior year. But anyways, on to the music part of it, though. I ended up joining the Army instead so that I could get money to go to school. and I ended up going to school. Never went to New York, and never made it onto Broadway or anything like that. But I ended up joining a band after I got out of the Army with my brother called Oakcrest, and the music thing just like it grew even more. Since then, I've done 2 or 3 other bands. I've done collaborations with some of the people from those bands and put albums out. And now I'm getting into, expanding my horizons with all these other different genres of more R&B and hip hop and trap. So it's fun. I've started getting really good at mixing. I started off really at the very bottom at using GarageBand, and I've worked my way all the way up to Logic Pro. And it's going good. I've been able to help out a lot of people that needed mixes and young kids, and we'll talk about that later too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. People don't realize how extremely talented you are. You are modest and humble with a lot of things. Like, I don't know many people that can do opera, rock, hip hop, and a little bit of pop all in one. And you are that. You can throw anything in front of you and you'll master it. So,
and I want people to throw stuff in front of me.
And I love that. I love that there's no such thing as a challenge to you. It's just something you have to overcome. And I love that. DDH, do you want to ask Tim Kranz a little bit of questions before we get into this? Because what we're doing now on Watering Wednesdays is we're going to take a few people. If you're under your age of 20 and under, and you are striving to make a career out of this, and you just need someone to help you mix and master and give you direction, we're going to offer you that one free quick mix on a song to get you sounding right, so you know what you were supposed to sound like compared to what you think you're supposed to sound like. And then we're going to let you go and flourish and grow and bring more people our way. A lot of people don't get a free chance for a free mix to see what they really sound like. So you got anything to say, DDH?
No, not really. No questions. I guess going into the world of mixing and mastering, it seems like it's definitely a different world of just recording, and it got to feel good to know, hey, I can mix and master myself when I do the song. So I really don't have any questions. Just to give you your flowers and say I personally know how great of the engineer you is, and that I know that and hope that I work with you again in the future. I know I will. We will be working together again. So.
Yeah, we're family.
Yeah, so most definitely. So yeah, no questions. Just giving flowers. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's get into what Watering Wednesday is, Tim Kranz. What are we offering these youth?
Okay, so basically, anyone who's 20 years or younger, if you haven't had a pro mix at any point or anything that you're proud of, especially if you just did it in Band Lab and you're not happy with it because you're not really sure exactly what you're doing, you can email me a short thing. Tell me about yourself. Tell me your age. Tell me your story. And then you can make me a collaborator, or send me the files, or just talk to me, and we'll talk our way through getting me something that I can do a quick mix for you. I'll go through basically the same way I'd go through a mix I was doing for an artist that had paid me, for example, all the way from beginning to end. And I will actually email you at the end too and make sure you're happy with it, to see if there's anything that you hear that I can change. So it'll be a cool thing, but also, you'll get some feedback from me. I have a music review show that I do on TikTok, and I go through 5 categories. I learned it from the Lost Valley Records group of music reviewers they were the first reviewers that I met there, and luckily they were able to offer me an opportunity to have my own channel and use the same tools that they did. So 5 categories, all the way from vocal performance, vocal engineering, composition, vibe of the track, and then beat selection if it has a beat. I have a lot of bands that'll come through. I have a lot of people who are singer-songwriters, and they do all of the production themselves. And then I have some people who just come through with beats, and I'll give everybody a score 1 to 10 on all of those, and anybody who gets a 10 actually makes it to my my special Spotify playlist, which is just for the tracks that came through, and I thought they were a 10. I thought they were ready to go.
I like that. I like that. And then we're gonna make an offer also with Finito Beats, and we're gonna add Finito Beats into this Watering Wednesday, and we're gonna make it where that you can get a free beat from Finito Beats after you get a mix from Tim Kranz. So
That's excellent.
we're trying to help you be heard, grow, and be seen. And like follow your passion and do it with pride. I don't want to say anything that seems like it's condescending or disrespectful, but don't water yourself down when other people are trying to water you correctly. So I just want you to know that I appreciate what you're doing for everyone, and that's what the Twisted Team's about. It's about showing and helping each other grow. So I love this. I love being a part of this with you. So let's get into it. You want to tell everybody about your first song and about the young person, and I don't know if it's a male or female. Tell them about them. How did you meet them?
So this first one, the artist's name is Camden, and he goes by the name Cam2X on BandLab and SoundCloud, and he goes by Cam 2 times is what he says, in person though. And he actually is somebody that my son knows, who's 13. They went to school together. They hang out, and we live in a small town, and it's there's shootings, and I hear stories all the time of the kids saying, oh, some other kids came up and 5 of them held something to my chest, and just to scare me. Things are happening out there. So when you hear this song, you'll hear that these kids are telling a story through their eyes, and it might be a little shocking when we hear, like, both of these kids that you're going to hear are from different towns around America, but you'll see you'll get to see how these kids are feeling and the direction that their music is going. But first I'm going to play what I got from what he emailed me, and I got off of his he had a friend do a BandLab mix. So this one is called Fuck You Mean, Fukumean by Cam2X. And this is before I did anything to it.
You are now listening to 2 Times World.
How you go around me if you don't even got a pipe, nigga? What the fuck? I'm gonna look out, swear to God, I don't always drive like a dyke, nigga. I'm faded, high as a kite, nigga. I need more money, I'm trying to get like 10 figures. Hello, tip that a powerful punch. On bro, can take down like 10 niggas. Oh yeah, I'm an MO. On my soul, I'm on a different timing. Yeah, I'm still going up in the ranks, but I swear that I'm motherfucking grinding. I'm like Eminem when I be rhyming. She's like a cowgirl every time she's riding. Wiping his nose, you can say that I'm wiping his nose, you can say that I'm slamming. Wiping his nose. Look at me the wrong way, then you already dying. This bitch want me to fuck, but she's a boss, so ain't no point in trying. Hell no, I just walked into the party and the bitches, they already smiling. Please chill out, my nigga, you wild. I got 2 Glocks for 2 times, bitch, I'm bout it. Yeah, I'm on my flow state. I just wanna fuck, we ain't going on no days. Yeah, I popped the bean one time, then I was dizzy for 4 days. Bitch, yeah, I been stacking my chips, but I promise I ain't talking about no lays. I've been thinking about money since the old days. It takes one bitch to put me in my old ways. I'm about to start on the beat. I text a bitch phone that she kicking her feet. Bitch ass nigga asking for a free feature. If I say yes, then I wouldn't be me. I swear to God, nigga, fuck you mean. She looking down, that's all she wanna eat. She don't want me, she want money to keep. I ain't give that bitch shit but a broke ass G. You know that I keep it P. Run that boy down, he shoots and fell off his feet. I promise you don't want beef, cause if you got beef, I'ma throw for 100 like she key. Glock 40 finna go blow like a leaf. Swerving in a coupe like my name is Sharif. Catching that case, no brief. I sold this blade like a motherfucking thief. I should spit on my hands, stop the shit out the tree. You was a student, bitch, I'm the teacher. Keep talking that shit, I'm a teacher. These niggas, my sons come my belt and I beat them. I be outside to the PM. You know my Glock gon' delete them. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, I'm a leaver. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, I'm a leaver.
All right. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. It had a lot of presets on there and stuff that I noticed, but there wasn't any like EQ. The compressor on there was just like it looked like an automatic. You put it on there and forget about it. So it was still impressive. to me that these kids had recorded this at their house with their cell phones and their earpods pros.
So let's get into what it sounds like after you help them.
All right, so this is after I took everything off of all of the effects off of what I got on BandLab, and I downloaded them and put them into Logic Pro. And I didn't do any real vocal editing as far as getting things on time or tuning, because I know that's their style of pumping out really fast lyrics in between, a few bars. But yeah, this one is what I came up with.
You are now listening to Two Times World.
Yeah, let's go. How you go wrong me if you don't even got a pipe, nigga? I'm gonna look out, swear to God, I always drive like a dyke, nigga. I'm faded, high as a kite, nigga. I need more money, I'm trying to get like 10 figures. Hello, tip got a powerful punch. On bro, can take down like 10, nigga. On my soul, I'm on a different timing. Yeah, I'm still going up in the ranks, but I swear that I'm motherfucking grinding. I'm like Eminem when I be rhyming. She's like a cowgirl every time she's riding. Wiping his nose, you can say that I'm wiping his nose, you can say that I'm slamming. Look at me the wrong way, then you already dying. This bitch want me to fuck, but she's about to, ain't no point in trying. I just walked into the party and the bitches, they already smiling. Please chill out, my nigga, you out. I got 2 guys for 2 times, bitch, I'm out. Yeah, I'm on my flow state. I just wanna fuck, we ain't going on no date. Yeah, I'm about to be one time, then I was dizzy for 4 days. Bitch, yeah, I been stacking my chips, but I promise I ain't talk about no way. I've been thinking about money since the old days. It takes one bitch to put me in my old ways. I'm about to slide on the beat. I text a bitch phone that she kicking her feet. Bitch ass nigga asking for a free feature. If I say yes, then I wouldn't be me. Nigga, fuck you mean. She looking down, that's all she wanna eat. She don't want me, she want money to keep. I ain't give up this shit for the broke ass G. You know that I keep it P. Run a boy down, hit you the fell off his feet. I promise you don't want me, cause if you got beef, I'ma throw for honey like she king. Black 40 finna go bro like a leaf. Swerving at a coupe like my name is Sharif. Catching that case, no brief. I sold this blade like a motherfucking thief. I should spit on my hands, stop the shit out the tree. You was a student, bitch, I am the teacher. Keep talking that shit, I'm a teacher. These niggas on sunscreen, my belt, and I beat them. I be outside to the PM. You know my God gon' delete them. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, I'ma leave it. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, I'ma leave it.
So the cool thing with that was he actually, like I said, he lives in town. So I told my son, I said, let him know. I said that I'll produce his next one. Bring him over here. We'll use the good mic. We'll produce it. So, because those are all like one takes. So I was like, bring him over here and we'll see what it sounds like with his mic. So the next one you hear from him will be even better once we get him over here.
How excited was he when he found out that you were going to do that for him?
Oh, he was super excited. There was three artists that were within the age range at the time, and they were all so excited. They sent me nice emails, immediately, and they're like, "Thank you so much for doing this." And no one's ever done anything like this for us.
I think that's going to make a big impact in their young life to allow them to keep on flourishing and let them know that it's okay. It's okay no matter what people say. There's a lane for you. Yep.
And I emailed them back, the tracks, and they were super excited then too. Sent me like, "Oh my gosh, it sounds so awesome." And one of them said that, and I told them too, if you need any help from here on out, let me know. I want to teach you guys, so you guys can start learning to do this on your own, because you'll be able to pop out more music, the more that you can do it all on your own.
I like that. Do you see that comment that Miss Gray said?
Oh, a comment. Oh my
it's on the screen. She's a very, very, very talented artist also, and does a lot of engineering of her own. And older, we all know the struggle, what it's like to get your music heard.
Yep.
So what'd she say?
Yeah, that's the trend for the younger generation, and then the mix they had is the standard we see right now. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the next song with this next young man.
So yeah, this next one, the kid, he goes by the name of Frost on Crack, CRACC. I love this name, but he wrote this song called Heart of Stone, and it's more of like a singing song. And I noticed when the song came through, I just noticed that he had such a unique voice, and that it would be really cool to, you know, get it in tune and play with it a little bit, and, you know, play with some of the melody that he had written here, especially because, you know, he said he was 14, and when you hear these lyrics, you kind of like, you see how these kids are feeling, you know, with the hormones going, and, you know, love and friendship. Yeah, it's one of those things. So, you know, it immediately caught my ear. So this is what he sent, or what he had on BandLab. Oh, sorry, wrong one. That's the wrong one too. Sorry, let me look here. I think I got to add one more song. Right. There it is. All right, we'll get that right here. Oh, I see a doggy in the background getting comfy. All right, here we go.
Phone. You lie from your tone, like I ain't mean to pry, but now I know. Yeah, she got a heart of stone. Leave her alone unless you wanna know how many do she blown. I've been trying to prove myself, but then you took my wealth. Yeah, fucking on my health, drugs for my mental health. Been in the trap, yeah, you know I do it well. Hope I do not like my dad, but I may end up in jail. Ooh, yeah, I took her to class, took your bitch 101. Ain't care if you ain't got no one, and you did me wrong. Now I'm gone. Took your bitch to Italy, went up to my line, chillin'. Asking what I'm on, baby, I'm not no Al Capone. Watch her toes, demons running up from down and below. Yeah, we running. Watch the numbers go up, watch my cash flow. If I get that money, don't pull up to my door. Ooh, who that man on your phone? You lie from your tone, like I ain't mean to pry, but now I know. Yeah, she got a heart of stone. Leave her alone unless you wanna know how many do she blown. She the nature, I'm a favor. See you later, do you care? She fucked the skater, middle of mine like an equator. She don't wanna failure, you still got to try, or till your heart turns to stone.
So that one was before. Oh, and then going back, I think Miss Gray was talking about some stuff. Yeah, the first one that played was before I did anything to it, and the second one was after. And listening to it today, I actually, I actually think that the original one did sound really good. So this next one is the same song that we just played, but after I did some things to it, spent about an hour or so on this one.
your bitch 101. Ain't careful, you ain't got no one. And you did me wrong, now I'm gone. Took your bitch to Italy, went up to my line. Asking what I'm on, baby, I'm no Al Capone. Watch your toes, demons running up from down and below. Watch the numbers go up, watch my cash flow. If I get that money, don't pull up to my door. Ooh, who that on your phone? You lie for your tone, like I ain't mean to cry, but now I know. Yeah, she got a heart of stone. Leave her alone unless you wanna know how many she's on. She's the nature, I'm a favor. See you later. Do you care? She fucked the scam, middle of mine, like an equator. She don't wanna failure, you still got to try. Or till your heart turns to stone.
So yeah, that one obviously had a lot of things in there. So yeah, I did some vocal tuning through Logic Pro just using Flex Tune. So that was manual vocal tuning. I actually took and made a melody out of some of the things he was doing at the end, and then I timed things out using the Flex Tune as well, getting the timing a little better. And then I obviously I did equalization. I did compression, and then I did. I always put a little bit of a stereo delay, a tape delay, little bit of distortion. I just use a little bit of distortion on him, but the big thing with the ones that come through and they're in ear pods and stuff like that, or small little microphones like that, is just really paying a lot of attention to the EQ to begin with, and just making sure you get a good tone out of there and get rid of all of the the nasty tones, especially around like 2100 kilohertz.
Did you see what Miss Gray said?
Oh yeah, that pitch correction and those layers change the entire vibe for the better. Yep. And it's a lot of people don't realize it, because there's a lot of people that have that ability to go in and record something and get something really good right off the bat. And there's some people that have the vision for it right now. It doesn't mean those aren't good songs, and those songs don't need to be heard just because they don't have the ability to do it the way they hear it in their head. So that's kind of like what I did in this. And when I mix, I kind of, I bring out whatever I hear that is really, really good, and try to hide the stuff that isn't good, and try to think of it as what this kid hears it, what it sounds like inside his head when he's singing it and when he's writing it.
Miss Gray wants to know, what do you use for monitoring the mix?
I use the VSX headset system by Steven Slate Audio, and I just use the stock. I go between the main studio and then the SUV to do the car test.
Okay, so if anybody's interested in this 20 and under and would like to see what you sound like with someone who knows how to do it, who's learning how to do it as they grow, and who has a better ear for music, definitely talented in music, has a great background in music, allow them to help you show that. You can email Tim Kranz at what is it?
So it's I'll put it in the chat actually. Okay. But I won't put the @ symbol. I'm just going to put the first part.
All right. So then we'll have the email address down inside the chat. So if anybody's interested, hit them up. And if you're age 20 and under.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help you guys and get to know you. And, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's not 177. Timothy Kranz, not 177.
What? You are right. Here, let me delete that comment.
It's not my email address, but I just know it by heart. He said the card test. She said the card test is tried and true, and it never fails. Exactly. Get in the car and listen to it.
Yeah, and you gotta let your ears rest too at the end. Mix it, Let your ears rest. Make sure that they're rested very well, because the inside of your ears, there's little hairs and stuff there. And as you listen to music, they get compressed down. Your hearing will change, and it takes a little while for those little hairs to come back out, and it affects your hearing. And make sure everybody cleans out their ears, but the proper way as well.
Yeah, the proper way. So we don't have any more mix and master songs to show you right now because we're just starting this. So you do have, what do you got? Is it every day in the morning? When do you do the TikTok?
The TikTok I do at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually Monday through Friday. Yeah, and I'm there under Tim Kranz Music.
Okay. So everybody who's interested and would like to get their music mixed by Tim Kranz, let them know if you're 20 and under.
Yeah.
Anything else, Tim? And then next Wednesday, we'll be back on. Our regular Twisted Radio is going to be on Saturdays. Wednesday is going to be Watering Wednesdays. We're going to stick with Watering Wednesdays. I really want to help more young ones get heard and grow too. So.
Yeah, and if I get some this week, in the next couple days, I'll be able to have those on the one for next Wednesday, as well as some of the number 10s that I are off of my playlist in between talking to you guys.
There you go. That sounds good. All right. Well, I appreciate you, and that's what we're going to be doing from now on, Watering Wednesdays. So everybody, stay tuned for next Wednesday, and then we'll be back to Twisted Radio on every Saturday at normal, playing independent music from artists in between interviews and whatnot, and going to different shows. We'll be at a few shows and interviewing artists there too. So stay tuned. And then Tuesday and Thursday on Twisted Radio. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Tim.
Appreciate you too. Music is the soundtrack of our lives, so turn it up.
Yes. And Tim Kranz got music everywhere. Go find it.
Secret music.
All right. Peace and love, everyone.
Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio.
The whole goal is to elevate peace of mind as I meditate. I cannot associate with hate, and I am not easily to break. Love with no limitations, become one with high vibrations. To prevail is my revelation. Let's have a peace celebration. From negativity we break free and master the art of harmony. Head to head, neck and neck, the universe is unarmed with me. Good energy, we gon' touch the sky to high frequency and a love and light. The time is now, so it's perfectly right to turn elevation to brand new heights.
Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio. Sit back, get high, listen, Twisted Radio.
My mindset won't cry over time spent. I don't waste any time on people if they ain't past the vibe check. Vibrations on pilot, but I ain't touched the sky yet. So I keep trying to touch the souls. Only reason I ain't died yet. And when the Lord close my eyelids, I'll take a seat and I'll dine with. I know that I have a home in heaven. Don't believe, check the license. It's just me, I don't need attention. Good bros if I need a lesson. Go to sleep if I need a break. On my knees if I need a blessing. Ooh, ooh.
Sit